Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Mitch's 미친영어 English here because English is crazy and you must be too if you're studying English, right? No, that's not the real reason. The real reason is my name is Mitch. Mitchy Sam, that's me. So this is my channel where I give you some quick video tips, quick video lessons on speaking English in a professional setting, in a business setting often, in the world, in the real world, when you need to speak English for your job or just in life in general. These are some tips. I hope they help. If they do, please let me know in the comments and tell me if they help. I appreciate it when those of you who give me comments, I really appreciate it. It makes me want to do more videos. Yeah. So if you have anything to say, if it's helping you, don't be afraid to say it. Just right there in the comments. Okay. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Okay. Today we're going to talk about networking events because I know a lot of my students, they always talk about they have to go to network events where maybe it's a conference, global conference, their company, they're going to another country to meet other branches of the same company or customers or whatever the event is. It's a seminar, it's a workshop, anything like that. They are generally quite nervous about that because it's not easy, socially, it's not easy, even in your native language. But in English, in a second language, it's even harder, right? Different culture plays an issue, but also language. So I'm going to give you some tips here and some quick phrases to use for different parts of a networking event, okay? So if you go on a business trip, if you go to some conference, global conference, just anytime you're with people in a kind of a professional social setting, we'll say that, like it's business, it's work, maybe it's professional, but it's also kind of social. There's small talk, there's mingling, it's not structured, it's just, you have to just talk, okay? Then I'll give you some good phrases that will help you to sound natural and also to help you improve on the business side of it. How can you really make good business relationships from these quick interactions? Okay, that's what this video is about. So let's get into it. The first thing, let me give you some openers, some icebreakers. Do you know what icebreaker means? Icebreaker. You have to break the ice because the room, it's very cold, right? Maybe not, but you may feel very cold, like ice, right? You see this other person, there's ice between you because that means it's very, if not cold in an angry sense, but just awkward, right? Awkward. It's the ice represents the awkwardness. It doesn't feel normal to meet someone new all the time, especially if you're an introvert, which many of you might be introverts. If you're a little shy, you need some icebreakers. We say icebreakers to break that ice so that it's not awkward and you can talk more freely, more naturally. Here's one. If there's like a workshop, something like that, you say, any event, you could say this part. What brings you to this event today? That's good for any event. What brings you to this event today means why did you come here? And then, are you checking out any specific talks? That's a good one if you're in a kind of a seminar or some guest speakers, presentations, that kind of thing. Are you checking out any specific speakers? Any specific talks? Another good one. Oh, it's a great turnout today, isn't it? Great turnout means many people came. Lots of people came. So, this is a great turnout, isn't it? Just a simple way to say, lots of people came. Have you been to one of these conferences before? That's a good one to spark conversation. Have you ever been to one of these conferences before? Then they'll say, oh yeah, I come every year. And you say, oh really? I've never seen you before. Back and forth. Now the small talk is moving. Now the ice is broken. And we're rolling. It's going good. Okay? So study those phrases for the opener, for the icebreaker, when you first start a conversation. Okay? Then the next step you're going to do is active listening. Very important. Okay? Don't just talk. Listen and actively listen. Kind of like you're looking for something. You're mining for gold here. You're trying to find something that you can talk about more. Okay, or ask more about. Okay, so here's some phrases for that when you want to actively listen. Say, oh, that sounds fascinating. How did you get started in that specific field? right? Let's say they're talking about their field, their job, their industry. He's just saying like, oh, wow, that sounds fascinating. Fascinating means interesting. That sounds fascinating. How did you get started in that specific field? How did you get started in that job? Or another one, oh, wow, that's really interesting. What's the biggest challenge with a project like that? That's a good one. They're talking about some project, maybe you don't really care, but active listening means you're going to show them that you care. You're going to say, oh, wow, that's really interesting. What's the biggest challenge with a project like that? Challenge means what's the most difficult part? Okay, now this question will probably be surprising to them. They won't expect it because, it's not a usual question. And it basically says like, I'm really interested in this and I want to know more about the difficulties you had. I want to know, what kind of struggles you had, which is a bit of an unusual question. And I think it will get good results because everybody loves to talk about, the hardships they overcame and that kind of thing. So try to use those phrases to show active listening. Okay, and then follow up, you always need to follow up in a business meeting. So, you don't want to just finish at that time. So say something like this, oh, I'd love to stay in touch and see how that project turns out. Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Instagram? Something like that. Can I get your email? I'd love to stay in touch and see how that project turns out. If they're talking about their project, that means I want to know more. I want to follow up. Or let's connect on LinkedIn before we lose track. Lose track means before we lose contact. Do you have your phone handy? Or can I get your phone number? Something like that. Let's connect. Let's connect is a good one. Hey, let's connect on email. Anything. Email is good too. Email, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever platforms you use, whatever they use. That'll be a good one. Okay, and then you have to finish the conversation. You have to exit, right? But you want to leave a good impression, okay? So here's some good phrases for that. Say, it was a real pleasure meeting you. And try to say their name if you got their name. That really helps. Like if you met me, you say, oh, it was a real pleasure meeting you, Mitch. Okay, whenever you say someone's name, that grabs their attention. Like, okay, this guy remembers me. I'll let you get back to the event, but let's definitely catch up soon. That's a real good phrase to exit the conversation naturally. Say, oh, it was a real pleasure meeting you, Mitch. I'll let you get back to the event, but let's definitely catch up soon. Okay, now you've ended the conversation, you've sent them back to the event, but you've left it open for future communication. Yeah, so that's a real good one to use at the end of a conversation at one of these networking events. Okay, go back and write down those phrases, study them, and practice them for the next time you have a global networking event that will help you out. Okay, I give you more of these kind of tips on my video course, which is coming out soon. I have a business English video course. Right now, there's a small talk course up on my website, which you can join that one as well. That gives you lots of similar tips for small talk conversations. I have a business course coming out soon, business English course, which will give you these kind of specifically business-oriented tips for you, phrases that you can use. So check those out at my website, mitchinenglishcoach.com. You can join one of those courses today. All right, everybody, study hard. I hope your global networking conferences go well.